Hey guys, so I'm here for another Blender tutorial. Now, what you see on screen is not Blender, obviously. It is Google Sheets. I just wanted to share this real quick. I'll have a link in the description. I just wanted to share this. I thought this was pretty cool. This is my yearly Blender usage. It shows how many hours and minutes per day I use Blender, as well as these red will be stuff I was not able to be at the computer, such as my vacation during December through January. You can see here I was on vacation, so I was not able to reach my computer and use Blender. Very sad. All right, without further ado, let's hop straight into Blender 4.0.1. Now I'm gonna pop this open on the correct webpage. Come on. It's always a pain to do that, isn't it? Can't just make things easy and make it look nice. You gotta go through some struggles. Alright, so one recently that I did was I'll put a thumbnail up here real quick so you'll see that. Alright, so that is what I'm gonna try and recreate right now. I'm gonna speed create it. I started off with making a cube. It's gonna be about a human size, so I'm not entirely sure what the heck it is, but we're gonna go ahead and delete this face. I'm going to end up using lots of modifiers in this one. We're going to start off with some subdivision surfaces as well as a, not simple deform, but it is a displace. And then we're going to use a texture, go in here, boom. And because this is, that's why we got to do this first. It gets a little confusing here when you have multiple, but the idea is that we will have, not that one first, I guess. Come on. Alright, it's supposedly supposed to be easy, but let's see. Just extrude that, just delete the face. Usually it's easier when you do it the second time, but come on, where am I? Okay, there we go. Boom. And then let's, I'm gonna go here, and then we're going to, what is it, Shift E for, there we go. And that will allow it to get some more resolution. There we go. And that is adds a crease, so Shift E, it's a really nice thing. I like to use that a lot. And now we can go ahead and go in with a displace. Boom, boom. I ended up going with a noise texture in here. Yeah, no, I definitely did not do that. I lied right there. No, I didn't. Boom. Since we're not going to use any assets, we can go ahead and boom, boom. It's always nice to know what you're doing before you do it, but yeah, I have no idea what I did, do I? Musgrave. No, it was clouds, was it? No, it was not clouds. There was no nebula. Regular noise? No, that's based on color, I forget. I'm definitely gonna edit all this out because I'm a professional editor and that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, that looks cool. But what we want is shoot. Yeah, no. Did I wonder if I made it. Wonder if I made my, yeah, did I do that? No. I'm an idiot. Okay. Yeah, okay, I know exactly what I was doing. It was noise. Then I go back in here and but we're gonna go here and come on, Shifty. Oh shit. That was a mistake. I pressed Shifty on a 6. Okay. Just wait for the computer to restart because it's gonna freaking explode. And yeah, that's what I thought. Blender crashed. So we're gonna reopen. And why does it keep opening on that desktop? Okay, I'm gonna open up the original file. So this is what I ended up finishing with a render. Let's see this here. So we basically have this spherical object supported by these, but these are just slightly offset, so can't scale. Okay, right. As you can see, I use like a lot of modifiers here. So if we bring that to 0, it's mainly this thing that gets annoying. But it looks cool, so yeah. And so it's a texture, and then I used Stuki. Okay, cool. Okay, so when I scale this, it won't crash it now. Awesome. I'll go ahead and just, why not? Yeah, okay. Boom. So those booleans are the problem right now. Okay, so we have this sphere, and it's kind of like nested in. So I used some booleans and actually already submitted those. Submitted? Is that the correct word? But it rests very nicely in there, and then I join these. These were actually originally a mirror. And then I have it so it's just facing perfectly out there towards the camera. Infinite backdrop, and then I have this kind of like weird shape just to help bounce light around. You can see it's a little metallic. And then we got this. We got spotlight here. We got a sun lamp here for just shadows along these, which will look a lot better if I just boom. Those shadows are gonna look really nice. All right, so we're not gonna save that because we're gonna redo it and we're gonna build it again. Stop opening on that window. I'm definitely totally allowing it to do that and suggesting that it opens in that window. And this is all a script. We're in a simulation, guys. There's no way this is real. Alright, anyway, so we know exactly what we have to build. We're gonna go in here, boom, 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 generate subdivision surface, deform, displace, add texture, go to texture editor, go into Stucky, boom, and go back here, boom, 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 boom. Shades move. Not yet. Flat might be easier to see. And then we're gonna go like that much. Okay. I think I had this, so it's extruding out a little bit more, but I don't want it that rounded. So like a 0.35, just to be different than the last one, so it's a little bit different. Now for this one, we're gonna go into a vertex group, so we're gonna go and weight paint this, boom, 7. My favorite way to do this is just kind of eyeball where the center is. Okay, it's right about there, boom, and get our thing, eyeball it, boom. Might help if our weight paint actually painted, like if it had geometry. So go ahead and see, there we go. Weights, Boom, boom. Set weight. Okay, cool. That kind of resets it. I've been trying to mess around and figure out what would actually do good in that scenario. So it's gonna be about there. Gonna go about that big. Boom. And that's really tiny, so let's just. Okay, shoot. This is 3. Okay. Add subdivisions. Okay. That should be a little bit better. Weight's clear. Boom, boom, boom. Perfect. And now, my favorite part is just don't want that much, so we're gonna go like 0.6. Boom, 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 boom. Just a ton of clickies. Okay, boom. There we go. And that should help. Cool. Okay. This is weird. I don't know if I like it or not. Okay. 7, boom. Good. Alright, now if we go back here, go boom, boom, group, and then scale. See how that could even go negative. That's interesting. Anyway, just want it like that. And then for texture, we can go in here. And we just want some bubbles. What does turbulence do? Don't even know. Okay. That's cool. I think that's much better. And then now if we just go boom, and this will also add more detail, because if we have this at 0 and this is 0, if we have the one after just subdivide, it will average them, and then if we have it before, it will add some more planar, and then this will soften it up, and then we of course have the shade smooth that will top it off. And that looks pretty good to me. I think what I will do is on the top, I'm gonna go boom and boom. Just kind of add a little bit more there. Just in the center. And that should just spike up the center a little bit. And I think I'll even do that just randomly. Might be a little too much, but yeah, that kind of breaks it up a little bit. I think it feels a little too normal here, so I'm gonna go boom, 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 boom. All right, and that's kind of, and then another thing I'll do is I'll loosen it up in bits too. I don't want to hit that center though too much. I'm gonna actually, all right. Now that looks a lot less computer generated. It still feels a little bit, so I'm gonna even bring the weight down like that in a few of the areas. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, and then just add that random spot right there, because why not? Sounds like fun, right? No, that's gonna bug me. I don't want that there. Alright, let's get rid of that. Okay, cool. It looks beautiful. And now what I did for the second part is I went and made some legs pretty much. And then I'm also gonna make the sphere. And if you guys don't know this is like the best way to make a sphere in Blender because it keeps all good geometry. Let's go 4 here, and then we're also gonna add this one, which is just a simple cast, and then we're gonna make this factor 1. Now I'm just gonna bring this over here real quick and demonstrate this. So this is a UV sphere. If we have this and we subdivide it and just do this a few times, it has these like points where it gets crunched up since it's a single vertice. The way we would want to fix this is theoretically by going like this and then Command F, grid fill, and that doesn't work too well, but you get the idea. It's supposed to be more quads, not tris, which is, well, this ain't a beginner tutorial, so I won't go too deep into that. But basically, if you have a sphere like this, the best way I like to describe it is if you throw your mouse around, so you're moving the scene, or you can even just rotate the object. So obviously with copy markers, without a lot of geometry, you can see how it's rigid, especially like this. You can see how the edges it's not perfectly round, but then if you have something like this, and boom, it's just solid. You can't find an edge really, and that's the goal of a sphere. And the isosphere just doesn't do it as well, but this keeps that geometry here even when it gets pinched. So here you can see where it starts to get into tris, but they're still quads. It's just a pinch spot. And then it's cool because you can this is also a great way to model, in my opinion. Boom, bevel that, scale, extrude, scale X. You can it's a fun modeling thing. Usually you should do that before. Alright, it's a cast thingy that was changing that. Forgot. So without the cast, it's great modeling thing. And you go in here, boom, 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 scale Y, and you can make some cool stuff. You know what? I think we'll make this our object. Boom, boom, because we'll just take off this cast, and so we're gonna selection cursor, boom, 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 boom. That went in the negative, so I'm gonna just do a negative again scale, you can see here. Okay, so for this one, I'm still gonna want it like that. I think the way, what I want to do is basically just mount this in a fashionable way. So I think if we grab something like this, and now my favorite thing to do with this is add mirror modifiers, because you get array and then also where are they? It always disappears. Deform? No, I was pretty sure it's to generate. There it is. Yeah, like I said. So we're gonna go make this our object. What the heck? Oh, right. Because it's so we're able to and then just able to and that'll be able to match that. Grab Z. Okay, I'm gonna apply both of those. If I lose parts, boom, boom. And shoot, what I should have done is I should have done the mirror first. So we're gonna go boom. And this will basically just be our kind of cool geometry. Okay, boom, 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 boom. Join origin of geometry, add a mirror, generate mirror, boom. It's already got that on the x-axis. Okay, cool. And then something. Did right there was Shift S, which just allows it to there we go. It's a little better. I think I'll delete these. Kind of needed those for spacing. Oops. Just undo. Boom, boom. And that's just scaling them 0 so they look cooler. Might as well leave it for now. Okay, so those are going to be the pillars holding this up. So we're going to go boom right there. We're going to apply these first, and then we're going to make sure this goes back to textured, and we're going to turn on the ray visibility, make sure it's viewable in renders. Now just make it so that, boom, perfect. And then this will basically okay, shoot. You can see how Okay, should have done the other ones first because it's going to continue to. Okay, cool. So there's no intersect yet. We're gonna go ahead and boom, 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 shade smooth. I'm gonna apply both of those, boom, apply mirror, apply. Okay, wait, where's that second one coming from? It's the same one, okay, cool. Boom, in here, like I said before. And boom, boom, boom. Okay, cool. That looks good. We'll just make sure. We basically just want to nest inside there. Just slightly. Alright, it looks good. Yeah, it nests just perfectly. Right, Shift Z for just getting it slightly away. Okay, perfect. And now what we'll do is we'll go ahead and add our plane. Scale Y. And boom, 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 boom. Okay, boom. I'm gonna go like this. We're gonna apply all this, bevel this. And that should give us just enough to do subdivision surface. Okay, perfect. Those are just really nice to have. Let's keep it the same. Okay, add a camera, boom. And since we're gonna be posting this to Instagram, we're gonna go 2560 by 2560, boom. Now we're gonna go rotation 0, Z, so it's just gonna be 90 exact. We're gonna go 0 on the Y, X is what our variable is gonna be. I'm gonna scale down the Y, just get past the barriers. Boom. I love how much geometry there is that is not needed, but it looks epic. Cool. Alright. And I'm gonna go like this. I'm also gonna add just a cube. This. So we can just see some definition on the edges. And boom, boom. Cool, now that just looks a little bit better, we can see. Okay. So what do we want to change with this pretty much? First off, I think since this is blocking the sun that I'm using with the HDRI, I'm using boom, boom, boom. I'm going to use a personal HDRI. This will be a personal image that I have. One time. They took this on the top of Mount Walker in Washington State, and we were visiting there. It's a really nice, really, really beautiful. It basically merged two photos together, and absolutely gorgeous place. Totally recommend it, but it actually is quite big enough that it works well. And then another thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make this non-color, so it's just more of a daytime vibe. You'll see the change, boom, and that'll just make it so it's less colorful and more straight. Another thing I want to do is I want to make this probably 70-80 millimeters. It's going to be on a APS-C camera because that's the camera I actually shoot with, so it's always nice to kind of have something similar. I have a 3.5 lens, so it's kind of lame, but if we have this as our target, boom. Yeah, I don't know if it clicked that correctly, so just boom. Yep. It's actually pretty cool. That's actually kind of cool, but at the same time, we can't see anything, so I think if we could do something like this. Let's go something like that. We're gonna move this on the x-axis so it's centered. So we're gonna put on composition guides for center. It's fairly centered right now actually, but I think if we just, I'm also wondering, because I like that, if we have, move it over just a tad like that. That looks good. Dun, 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 full. Yeah, like 0.5, that's better. Alright. Now, what I did for the last one is I really wanted to get highlights on here. Another thing I can do is I can, if we wanted, we could bring it up so it's like, that could be cool, but and it'd be less cluttered, so, but then if we do that, what I want to do is I also want to if we do that, I want to get that so it's on an array, probably would be the that's probably terrible. If we could, yeah, let's just go like that, and then we can texture that. So what I want to do is I want to add a sunlight here. Now I rarely ever use these because who does? We're at 90, boom. Rotate Z 15. I'm just throwing out some random numbers, I don't even know. But this should help give it just a slight, yeah, give it an edge there. And what I'll do is I'll go into here. Okay. Okay. And then let's go ahead and add, just like I did with the last one. Gonna go like this, boom, boom. That's not good for it. Let's bring that down a little bit. Okay, bring it over here. Grab X, grab Z. And that should help give some bounces. Although I don't like that, so okay, we're gonna add just a slightest hint there, bring down the saturation. Boom, so it's like a midday time sort of vibe. That's what our goal is with the other thing too. Alright, and now we can go on here. I think this would look good if we have a sleek material here, so we're gonna go over our shading tab. Also, if you love the UI, like I do, I spent a long time working on this. You guys gotta go check out my UI video. I have a perfect, all the settings, all the stuff to add to it. It's a great resource. It's pretty easy to set up, and I think you guys will love it as much as I do. Well, all right, let's see. Noise texture, I'm gonna mix that with a Voronoi, but I'm gonna use a distanced edge, so I'm also gonna use map range, and so we're gonna go distance edge, boom, and we're gonna use some map range. What we want to do is we want to set this so that it has, so that that edge is really sharp. We want 0.1, 0.01, maybe 1, maybe 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. Okay, I'll just add some cracks. Go 50, boom. Mix those. Boom, boom. This is a factor. Is that correct? No. I'm gonna mix these as a factor. No, because it's that with that after, so should be. Just add this. Boom, boom, boom. This is just gonna add some cracked materials. We're gonna go with some blue here. Boom. Oops. Did not mean to do that. We just need Control T from the Node Wrangler. We're gonna go object coordinates, boom. And scale like 0, boom. Oh, that's gonna look awesome. So with this, add some more blue. Okay, why the heck is this? Right, because it needs to be a, what is it, overlay? Yeah, overlay factor of 1. This is gonna look awesome. I think even if we move this up to, no, I think I like that actually. Yeah. And then if we add this up to 20, maybe bring the roughness up. Detail, okay. 10, roughness up. There we go. Get a milky blue sort of thing. And then let's move on to these. Let's name this. We don't name anything actually. We never do. Let's save this though. What do we want to name it? Let's see. I think we should call it Cloudy Candy. Cloud Candy. Cool. These, I think, what I did with the last one is I used a Fresnel node. And so that went into there, and then I used a color ramp. And if you guys ever get this thing where it's like, oh, you have to bring the white all the way over here, always just add a math converter and don't clamp it. I don't know why I accidentally press that, but boom. Object, boom, boom, boom. Cool. I just quickly UV unwrap that, that'll might help. That, okay, now we can go in here and we can start to see the Fresnel. So this will actually need to come back. Two, maybe something like that. Let's go constant. Basically we want it to be okay. It's a weird node. I don't quite understand it myself, but I pretend I do, and then I sound cool. Just kidding. Let's go without this Fresnel node. I'm just gonna bring down the roughness. We're gonna bring up the metallicness. Another thing we might need to do is we should go into here, light paths, boom, and this one will need go 2 on those. We're gonna go 6 on these and 6 on these. Cool. Now when we have it no roughness and we add transmission, we want to be able to see these. So it's that's the thing I ran into last time too. So that's full white. And I have, I don't know why I have code open. Sheen code. Those are off. Transmissions up. Alpha's on. And then we're gonna go. All right. Can only do that if it has full thingy. Okay, cool. So 32. If we add that, I don't know if it'll actually do anything. Let's do 300 bounces. Guess I'm a psychopath. It's just it's obvious. All right, let's do 12. That sounds like a good amount to start with. And if we bring it down to 6, that'll even still cover it. So, might as well bring these up to 4 while we're at it, because the glossy will really be impacted, especially over here. You can see that changing. Say 3, and then yeah. Okay, cool. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna have it actually so it's not transmissive. All the way at least, but it does look really cool when it is. So the thing, I'm going to bring this block down just so we get to see it better. Okay. Wonder if we put on the caustics, this thing. Let's see. I really like this texture up here. It's really nice. Let's save. Roughness. Only hard part is that we do have. I turn off the sampling noise threshold. The viewport. Okay, that's a lot better. And that makes more sense too. Okay, so now we'll be able to see through those. Okay, because I was having a thing last time where when I had no passes on or something, it would have really dark edges here. Really weird, but guess that's not even. Oh, it is caused by the reflective caustics. It makes sense, I guess. Okay, usually that'll mean our render is going to be a little bit longer, but if you check out my tutorial on render settings, you should be all set there, and it should be pretty decent at least. Okay, so I'm going to want these to be, what do I want to do? What do we want to do for these? I did blue like that last time, but I wonder if there's something. And then also depending on what the floor is going to look like. If we have something, this is where it's going to be really in depth. It's going to be, this is where I really did most of my work here last time. Spent most of my time. So we got sheen. Basically we want those shadows from the sun lamp that we have to really shine through. And so what I did for that in this last one was I really added a sheen, and then I also added a good solid coat, but that's mostly uniformal, so if we have just a little bit and then bring the roughness down on the sheen. Oh, that looks beautiful. Transmission. Could turn that up and that would look awful. Metallic is another thing I changed last time, because that gives it kind of like a mercury, and we get something like this. Really weird kind of texture, but if we go with a full metallic, I don't think that'll look good because it'll reflect too much of the ground. But if we have this roughness down, but then bring it that white looks really good, but I don't like this yellow that it's reflecting from. Ooh. Okay, that's a little sharp. So if we go over here. Go there, saturation, bring that. Okay, that looks pretty cool. All right. And let's just turn these off for now, just so we can see things. It will render a lot quicker. Okay, so this backdrop, I think we changed that. I think that would be a good choice. Yeah. Having something so contrasty, I don't think is good. So if we have something, boom, bring it down, roughness, coat, boom. Seeing that spotlight back there, which I don't like. Infinite backdrop definitely looks a lot better, but it's silver, which I don't like the tone of. It's gonna be too bright. If we went ahead and boom, grab Z, just move this, Shift Y, I mean. Okay, but we want this sun lamp to be the main focus. So we gotta, I think if we, let's go with an area light here. Shit, what am I looking for? Area light. Grab Z, boom, boom. Let's go for Stadia Viewport, boom, boom, boom. There we go. Now that looks a little bit better. If we, it's much more even lighting. So if we have something, there we go. There we go. Okay, that would be good. And then this. Alright, colored that. Guess not. There we go. That's a little bit better. So Okay, and then I think these will need something else. So let's go. Boom. That's cool that I can do that. That's really cool. I like that. Okay. Oops. I guess beveling something makes it difficult. Cotton candy. But then we need to recover the autosave, I assume, because, yeah, okay, cool. Please have not just like completely. Oh, why is it doing this stupid mouse thing where it goes sideways? Like, I'm scrolling and it should go away from the object. It's really weird. Okay. There we go. That's a really weird thing that happens sometimes. Okay, cool. So it still has those changes. Okay, let's save that. That looks great. And boom. Anything visible that's overlapping, I don't want to see. But other than that, it should be okay. There's our only concern, really. Okay, cool. It looks good. Yeah, there's no problems on the bottom. Okay, cool. And those look good. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to go in here. Let's see if we can get this. Got this aperture right. Let's just bring it. Turn off depth of field and see what it looks like. I just want to have a few of those in. Okay, cool. Okay, so F9 maybe. I think. Yeah, I think we have to go with F11. Just because of the scale, it's going to be difficult being that close to the thing and taking a photo. Now, the other thing we can check is okay, that's more centered in the camera's frame. Cool. This we can just Surprisingly, that actually looks better of it down, I think. That's some poaching a little bit too much on that. Give it there. Okay. Cool. That's a really weird setup. And there we go. Now let's render this and see how long it takes, because if it takes forever, I'm gonna be disappointed. I'm not gonna speed this up, it's just gonna be a pure render. First time, if it sucks, it sucks, and we go forward and we see what happens. I don't know if I've been talking for like the past 30 minutes. This will be interesting. Alright, let's see. I think the one thing I would want to change is the bottom, because it feels too bland. Although it might work well with the simplistic view, and then the bounce, just all the bounces and shadows and all that mess at the bottom also kind of complements it maybe, so might not be a problem. I'm always running some good music. Music's my jam, I think. It's just the best. Now my question is, why are we at frame 2 up here? Because like that doesn't make any sense. But alright, a minute render, so that's a lot. Okay, so it looks good. Boom. It looks good. Can't blame it, but that looks good. I think one thing is I don't want those thick edges. I'm not entirely sure how to delete them though, so I think the overall, there's sheen here, but there's no sheen there, it feels like, even though it's uniform. So I think if we fix that, and then I feel like some coloration on the bottom would be good, or maybe even changing the second ring here so it's not a uniform texture, and then maybe adding that would be too much detail in there maybe, but they have rounded edges but not rounded tops, so let's maybe do that. I think the coloring's good for those though. Bevel. Bevel. C. Maybe let's have it do that. Angle. Alright, yeah, so there's no chance there, because I think the amount max limited dissolve, maybe? Well, let's see how much that actually impacts. It's not going to be viewable, okay. So I still can't do any bevels though. Okay, there's no overlaps that I can see. There's this one in the back, but yeah, nothing I can see from the front though, so I had to go in edit mode in order to see those. Should look. I think if we go back and then bevel. Make sure those aren't visible. Doesn't seem to make too much of a difference, but it's slight. You can see something up here, but it looks good, I think. Alright, let's fix this, because it is not good shading. I don't know why I have that. Okay. Save, because we know that's going to be a problem there. Okay, coat, increase that, all the way actually. Roughness. Adding a little bit of roughness, and then let's do a gradient texture. Object. Alright, boom. That's the third time. Luckily we just saved it, so let's just reopen it from here. Okay. So not too much has changed. Boom, boom. Gradient texture. Boom, 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 boom. All right, let's go. Good. I'll just add a little bit extra. Okay. I like this. And then I learned this the other day from YouTube channel, but basically this will make it so it transfers between the colors, which is kind of interesting. Like on the color wheel, if this is the first color and this is second, it'll gradient between there. They going, which is cool. Nice ads. It adds too much of a pink over there. I want to change this to be like a mountaintop. Bring it down. Okay. I think. There we go. And then ooh, I like that. I really like that. That's cool. Let's see. I love how that is like seeping into there. That is gorgeous. I like this. It's, I don't know though, because it really, if I can get a good roughness value in there, maybe if there's something I can do to it to make it so that it doesn't look so cartoon. And the sheen is really helping. Add a little bit there. Basically, I want this, that's the thing, I still want this to be the main thing. Okay. Alright, but if that's gonna be like that, I feel like the back should be more of a dark shade. You can see the thing right there. Let's just quickly add in this. Okay. Okay. And then I wonder if I throw this in a distance edge into the. It's like, okay, you didn't crash it. That's cool. And throw it in there. So if we have something like this. Color. So that is. And then just stack that maybe. We shall see. So bring that like that. See what it looks like. Let's go with the scale vector. So this is just becoming a complicated shading I've basically finished this shader and it's awesome, but I can't finish this one for who knows why, honestly. Okay. Basically, let's go like this. Distortion, noise, texture. Okay. Because we're not gonna see this, so it's more for just having separation. Let's do let's see. And this floor I still don't know about. I think it goes better just with the it goes better just like this. And then boom 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 boom. I think let's just go boom boom boom. Pristine white with a reset that. Okay. Let's see. That's a basic infinite background, so I just gotta okay. Okay, and then we'll just make sure not that. This is not nearly as saturated. Okay. Okay. So that'll be on there. Let's see. All right, there we go. Think. I think that'll be all done. No, I lied. Alright, there we go. Final render. How long have we been on here? An hour and 30 minutes. Okay. An hour and 30 minutes for this. I mean, I couldn't have really expected better or worse, so I think I'm proud of it. It's fairly simplified as far as how it goes, and I'm not sure if I like that or not because it's so simplified, but I think once we render this out, we'll see how it is, see if there's anything else I want to change. I think these two are extra, and then so it's all done. Let's just zoom. It looks good. I like the white. Looks milky, like I want it to. The bevel helped a little bit, not that much. Yeah, I say we just remove these. Linked. 3. Link. Delete. Boom. Let me just add the guides on again real quick. This is good. Viewport display. There it is. Center diagonal. Okay, cool. And then I think that's good. It looks good. Yeah. Cool. Alright. Cycles. Got those. Let's just make sure that still works. Just want to optimize it as much as possible. So 4. Okay. Might need another glossy there. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, so I had a little bit there. Cool. I think as long as it's good. Yeah, it's a little bit of shadow there, I think it's helpful. No. The transmission should be the highest thing. Okay. Alright. Let's see, final render. Last one took 48 seconds, which is a lot, especially if we're doing a, what do you call it? Sequenced render, but luckily we're not. I need to change the song. I've listened to the same one for like 30 minutes. Alright, let's see. Come on. It's nearly there. Alright, 43, that's a little bit better, so we increased the render time for about the same product, I think. Looks great. Yeah, and then the spacing's pretty decent. I think what I want to do is I want to take out those back ones there, just for the concept. I'm going to delete those. I think the question is now, do we want to have these like that? Yeah, I think so. I think the other thing is yeah, okay. Final one, I guess. Unless something else changes. You know what would really suck? If the mic didn't record again. Oh good, it is recording. I hate it when it happens. I had one recording that was like 3 hours that I was just like, shoot, I'm not looking forward to this, because I was like gonna have to redo the entire audio for the entire thing, and it was just like, I think I ended up making it into a time lapse or something, just so it would pass the time easier and quicker. Okay, that's increased render time. I think it looks good. I think that's a solid final render. I think that's done. Save as, let's say, clouded rain. I think that's a better name for the thing as well. So cloud candy, because it's kind of like a weird cloud, but yeah. All right, and just like I said, go ahead and check out my Blender usage thing. It's really great. I'll also just real quick, I'll go over this. So pretty much, sorry, great part of the song. Okay. So basically, for each thing, I have hours and minutes of using Blender per day in each month. So then I'll have it sum this down here, and I'll do the same thing here. So it'll sum those, and then it will divide that the minutes by 60, so it gets to I believe hours. So minutes, you add them all up, you divide them by 60, you get how many hours. And then I add those to the hour tab. So the hours sum plus the minutes turned into hours. And then we have the final sum, which is that many. And then we do that for each month. And then when we get over here, we just sum all the months. Oops. Then we have divide that by 24 for how many days. Divide that by how many total days charted. Since I'm looking at last year's, it's 365, so we can confidently say every 11.1 days I did about 24 hours of Blender. And if we look at this year's data, so far we've gone through, we're not doing too well. We have 7.75 hours. And today, unfortunately, screen time was not able to do too well, so that was unfortunate. But Chrome. There we go. So screen time, it didn't pull up the correct activity log. So it said I've only done like 6 minutes. So today I went ahead and I looked at the last time I edited the Blender file that I was working on for today, and then added that over. I'll have to add another hour and 32 minutes to this. So plus 32. Of course it's going to be text equals okay, so 5 hours, 1 minute total today. So we have a total of 9 hours and 3 minutes to this month. This is when I got back from vacation. I hopped on. I was like, so that means 24 hours every 46 days, theoretically at this pace. Of course, there's not enough data to say anything yet, because we know without that 2 extra hours, it was just changed. But 18 days charted, so that just takes the sum of all these and divides it by 2. You can see that here. Percent of a year, just turn that into a percentage by dividing by 365. Average hours per month, it's dividing that hour by 12 since there's 12 months, and per day. And so yeah, that's pretty cool. That's about all I have. Enjoy the rest of your day. I really enjoy making these, even though they're not really useful or informative. They're fun, which for me is the most important part about Blender, because I learned so much and have a ton of fun with all the different features in Blender. Awesome. All right, have a good day, everybody, and I will see you next time.